This week, Chapter 15 of The Mandalorian released on Disney+, so we'll be reviewing that in full. Plus, a whole load of new content information was announced during the Disney Investors Call. All this and more taking place in the Resistance HQ. Hey there, Star Wars fans, and welcome to In the Resistance HQ podcast, a weekly family-friendly Star Wars podcast.
In today's episode, we are reviewing the 7th episode of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. And yesterday, at the Disney Investors Call, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy revealed 11 new Star Wars projects, which we will be going into more detail later on.
Before we start, I would just like to remind you guys to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to us on. It really helps us out. And check out our Instagram at InTheResistanceHQ. Also, don't forget to visit my YouTube channel, Astromet Productions.
But first, let's get into the Mandalorian review.
Before we do that, I would just like to remind anyone that hasn't watched this episode yet that this is a full spoiler review. So if you haven't watched it, I'll put timestamps in the description and you can skip to our impression of the week, quote of the week, and content reveal. So this is a final warning. This is a full spoiler review. Let's get into it.
Come on, baby. Do the magic hand thing.
You have something I want.
Grogu and I can feel each other's love.
I have spoken. I would like to see the baby.
What do you need, Jedi?
Nothing.
You are a clan, too. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
So, Episode 7, The Believer.
It was slow.
It was, yeah. It was
like a filler episode. It's like
it was much more of a change of pace from any of the other, from the previous couple of episodes, very much so. I'd
yeah.
say. It was, as always, I don't like using the word filler. It was very much a filler episode, though. And to be honest, it wasn't like there was. I did think it was, in terms of Mando as a character, in terms of Din Djarin, not the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, I think this was some of the coolest we've seen of Din Djarin.
Yeah.
The sacrifices he made for Baby Yoda were really cool.
Taking off his helmet.
Yeah, so he spent like half the episode with his helmet off. You know, a season ago, he wouldn't have done that. Now, he does it without a second thought. You know, it's just straight off.
And now he's learnt his name. He's getting really close to Grogu.
Yes. But I think this episode, you know, because last episode we have obviously Boba Fett and Fennec Shand. The episode before, it was Ahsoka. The episode before that, it was the stuff on Navarro with the cloning stuff. The episode before that, it was Bo-Katan. You know, we've had a very lucky string of episodes that have all been very, very good. So I think, had we had this episode last season, we all would have been sitting there like, wow, that was awesome. But I think because season 2 has been so amazing.
And it's gotten into like the lore. But this episode's just kind of...
So I think, as we were saying, I think they should have, you know, what was the dude called that they rescued?
Mayfair.
Mayfair, that's it.
Mayfair.
Was it Mads Mayfair?
Something like that. It was in the 5th episode of season 1.
It was 6th episode, wasn't it?
No, it was the one where they go to the prison.
Yeah, that was the 6th episode.
Oh, okay.
At least I'm fairly sure it was. So
fifth
I think they should have rescued Mayfair in Mayfair and got the coordinates kind of like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, they didn't really have to go to that base.
And then got to the other place. What's it called? Got to his Star Cruiser.
His ship, yeah, like cruiser.
Yes, in so
kind of the middle of the
Miggs Mayfield. That's it, Miggs Mayfield.
Miggs Mayfield, yeah.
I think so we should have got to the Star Cruiser like halfway through the episode, and then we should have had some action, and it should have been a slightly longer episode. And I think we should have ended with Mando in some sort of severe trouble, because then we could get the cavalry in the 8th episode. Even though the cavalry is already there. Melinda May moment. I'm very proud of that one. Again, if you
Well, I
haven't
thought you were
watched
referencing to like a Jedi that was going to come
no,
by Agents of
yeah.
Shield.
Well, I think always Agents of Shield references. Well, I think as they would have a dire situation. I think what I was expecting was them to get to Moff Gideon Starcruiser being a problem, and then Ahsoka. The next episode we see Ahsoka coming, Bo-Katan coming, Cobb Vanth coming, Grief coming, those people, and then we would have had like a proper showdown.
I
And then
think
at
it would
the
have
end
been
of the
cool.
last episode, the Jedi would have come. But I was the next episode is going to be interesting because they've got so much to finish off for this season, and they've got a lot of unanswered things, but they've also got to make it really, really cool.
Mhm.
And because they wasted, I don't want to say wasted, but they technically did because they wasted this episode. They're gonna the next episode is gonna have to like an hour and a half long.
To make it
Because
good, but
if
they
they
probably aren't
don't,
going to do that.
the thing is, if they don't include Bo-Katan or Cobb Vanth or Ahsoka, then I
Or
think
the
that's
Jedi.
any of those three. I think that will be it for them in The Mandalorian. If we don't see them again this season, I don't think we're ever going to see them again, which would really annoy me because I think that lot were really cool.
I think it's fine leaving Ahsoka where she is, to be honest.
I think it's okay maybe Ahsoka not coming simply because, as we now know, she's getting her own series. But I would have liked to see both. I would just like to see them again in The Mandalorian because they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
The next episode will be certainly interesting. I did like Boba Fett's new armor though. That was kind of it wasn't new armor, but he repainted it.
It's shiny, yeah.
It wasn't shiny, but he
Shiny
repainted
and
it, which
new,
was pretty
just
cool.
like you. Some
Thanks.
Clone Wars quotes.
Is that a Clone Wars
From the
quote?
Rookies episode. Rex says it to like
Does he?
Heavy, Echo, and
That's
Fives.
such a great episode.
Yeah.
Oh, good old days of Domino Squad.
Is Echo still alive? Yeah, Echo might
Yeah, Echo's Bad
still be
Batch.
alive. Yeah.
We know Echo's alive because he's in the Bad Batch TV show, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw there was an extra person. I didn't recognise it as Echo though.
Did you not watch Clone Wars season 7?
No, I definitely did. Actually, well, the Bad Batch arc it wasn't that interesting. Well, the only good bit was that Echo's as alive still.
Yeah.
And then the Ahsoka arc wasn't that good either. The only good bit was like 8, 9.
The Siege of Mandalore.
Yeah, CJ Mandalore.
Were there any? This wasn't really one of those shows that really got an audible reaction, was it? It was kind of a. It was a lot less. It was cool to see Mando fighting the pilots in his.
Yeah.
In that story, I liked seeing the interaction between Mando and Mayfair.
Yeah.
That was nice. And then how they let Mayfair go at the end, that was pretty cool.
And also, we kind of see the stormtroopers' point of view when they do something good
Yes,
for the Empire.
it was very interesting because, the Empire is the bad guy. We've been accustomed for the last, however long, to view the Empire as the bad guys. But when you see them in that kind of situation, there were like mechanics there with their mask off. That those were just people trying to survive.
Yeah.
It made the Empire. It made you feel a lot more for the Empire.
I remember when I don't know his name, but whoever Mayfair's old boss was, he said people think they want freedom, but they actually just want order. I remember in Rebels they say that they're getting order mixed up with chaos or
That's an age
terror.
of Joe. That's an Age of Ultron.
No, but they do say something about.
I swear that's an Age of Ultron when Vision and Ultron are talking at the end, and Vision's
It's
like,
also an Age of Ultron.
Humans are very odd. Somehow think chaos and order are separate and can live in one. And then Ultron says he's naive, and
I'm
then
sure they
Vision
said something
says
like
that he was born yesterday, and then blows him up. It's the best line of the whole movie. Well, I was born yesterday. Oh, I love it. But
No! It's in Rogue One when Krennic is saying to Jyn Erso's
Probably.
dad that the Death Star will bring order or whatever, and then he's saying he's getting confused with terror.
But it's it puts the Empire in a new light, which I find really
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, Luke. People forget Luke wanted to join the Empire at the start of A New Hope. He wanted to go away and join the Imperial Academy. People forget that.
Did he
but
though?
yeah, he did. That's why he wanted to leave.
But
Tatooine.
he was so excited when he found out that R2-D2 and C-3PO were in the.
I think he just
Were
wanted the
rebels.
adventure, but his plan was to go and join the Imperial Academy.
Well, I guess you don't really know that the Empire are
Yeah, from
doing what
I
they
think
are
that
doing.
was simply what I think that was kind of what was done. The Empire was just, for a lot of people, the Empire was neither good nor bad. It just existed. Would it? I need a job. I'll just go and join the Empire. Why not? There was no good nor bad thing. It was just what was done.
And some people
And
just wouldn't have recognized the difference between the Republic and the Empire.
yeah, that's
it's
what it was
just-
saying. But in this episode, you only in Star Wars you only ever get to see the Imperials who hate the Rebels, and the Rebels who have a grudge against the Imperials for some reason. You never get to see. It's rare to get to see the average person's view on it.
Oh, no,
I always love it when they do that. And I think the Imperials, your average stormtrooper wasn't evil. Your average stormtrooper was just simply doing what he was told to do because that was his job and that's what was done. The only kind of truly evil people in the Empire were the higher up, not even just the normal officers, like the really high up people, like the Emperor, like Vader, like
Grand Moff Tarkin,
like Thrawn.
Thrawn was kind of like.
Well, Thrawn wasn't evil. He did what he did to protect the Chiss, his people. He served the Empire for A, personal power, and B, so the Chiss homeworld wouldn't get invaded.
It's kind of like Grand Moff Tarkin, but less of a psychopath.
But Thrawn was certainly evil. But,
Yeah.
As I said, that there weren't evil. Most people in the Empire weren't evil. They were just doing what was done because that's what was done. And it's always interesting in like an episode like this to see that. Tell you what I did like in this episode: the relationship between Cara and Fennec Shand. That was pretty cool.
Cara and Fennec. Oh yeah.
At the end when they were shooting the stormtroopers off the building.
Yeah.
And they were like, I was getting such big Daisy and May flashbacks. Because Gina Carano looks a bit like Daisy, a bit like what's her face? I can't remember. Chloe Bennett.
Chloe Bennett.
Yeah, she just looked like her, but a bit older. I was getting such.
I don't see it.
Well, I think it was probably just a shot angle and my imagination. Wanting everything to be AOS. I love AOS so much. The new episode out today. I'm so happy. Tell you what was cool. Seeing the Juggernauts, because those were the same kind of technology as the HAV rolling Juggernauts from the Clone Wars, which are really cool ships. So yeah, that was cool, really cool seeing the Juggernaut technology again, because we only saw that for a bit on the Battle of Kashyyyk, I think.
Didn't we see it when Ki-Adi-Mundi was being killed?
No, that was something else.
Oh.
In fact, no, we did see the Juggernaut in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
On Felucia.
Wasn't it also when Mace Windu was leading an attack on Ryloth?
Those were AT-ATs, I think.
Oh yeah, they were.
Not AT-ATs, ATTs.
I don't know why they didn't use the ATTEs in the Empire though.
Because they wanted something slightly bigger, I think. It's all part of the Imperial philosophy.
Yeah.
It's so I didn't really see any catch any Easter eggs in this episode, did you? Apart from obviously the inclusion of like shore troopers and stuff.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
No, and we got initially I thought those pirates were the same species as the blue dude. What's he called?
Blue dude.
Yeah, from episode
Fish
4.
dude.
The blue fish dude.
No, I'm pretty sure that's episode 1. Oh wait, no, episode 4 in season 2
Yes, the Milothian. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I was about to say Marillion then, and then I realised that was Parasofi and Luminar and Dooley. So what are kind of like your expectations or theories for episode 8 now?
Well, they're gonna say Baby Yoda, or they might not.
I think Baby Yoda's
Honestly.
going to die.
Do you
I'm
actually?
joking. No.
No,
They would not kill Baby
that's like a
Yoda.
dark
Because if
turn.
they killed Baby Yoda, they'd lose like half their viewership.
They would. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, because most people who watched
The reason a lot of people got into The Mandalorian was Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. People who like didn't watch Star Wars before, they just saw Baby
Yeah.
Yoda. He's
Like-
cute, so they watched it.
I mean, like I know someone who she's never watched The Mandalorian. They have no interest in Star Wars, but she's got a Baby Yoda hoodie. 'Cause
Yeah.
they love the hell out of Baby Yoda. You know, there's no way they'd kill Baby Yoda.
No.
I liked seeing the inside of the Slave One. It's quite big in there. I wasn't expecting it to be that
I just
big.
couldn't get it through my head that is the Boba Fett. Oh.
The thing is, these past couple of weeks have been so much mind-blowing Star Wars stuff, especially yesterday. So I'm kind of, I can't even quite react to Star Wars anymore because my brain's like shutting down from all the awesomeness. In like 2 or 3 weeks, it's gonna suddenly all start hitting, and I'm gonna be running around the house screaming for like a week straight. It's like when I
This is
watched
so
like
much
The
new
Marshal, I watched like when I watched The Marshal and when I watched the Heiress, you know, those were like big things. And back then I was like losing my head, and now I think after we've got so much stuff, my brain's just kind of overloaded in a good way, and it's so happy.
Oh, yeah.
We're just getting so much new Star Wars stuff. It's crazy. But so I think next episode we are going to get the Jedi. But I think due to the events that happened this episode, I don't think that we're going to get that Jedi until the end of the episode.
I really hope it's not going to do that, because we're not going to see him again until a year.
Yeah, but that will be a huge draw, won't it? If the cliffhanger at the end of this is a really cool Jedi turning around, is a really cool Jedi arriving, then everyone's
Ezra?
going to be losing their head for season
Mhm.
3, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's going to be. Whereas if we get a full episode of that Jedi, it will still be tons, but it'll be slightly less. Whereas if we see them before, then everyone's going to lose their head.
Have you seen that theory that that Luke was actually on top of that mountain with Baby Yoda?
No.
You didn't? Oh, okay. They saw some rock, and now they're saying it's a silhouette of Luke.
One thing. So it will be. So who will we say are the leading contenders for the Jedi? Luke Skywalker, Ezra Bridger, Cal
Cal
Kestis,
Kestis,
Mace
Mace
Windu,
Windu,
and Yaddle.
Yeah.
I say those 5 are the leading contenders. I think the least likely out of those is Cal Kestis, simply because not enough people have played Fallen Order for them to know who he is.
Mhm.
I think
The most likely is probably Luke.
yes. I think
I
so.
don't want it to be Luke, but it probably
again, the
is.
same. I don't want it to be Luke because
Yeah.
if it is Luke again, we know that can't last.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be Luke finds him, dumps him after a while, and we're going to have to do the whole thing again.
Yeah.
So what it could end up being was Luke, and very much in the sequels, when it made it seem like was Luke hadn't had an apprentice before he started his Jedi Temple. I mean, he'd had Leia, but he hadn't had like a proper formal apprentice.
Yeah.
So I'd like it to slightly keep it that way.
They
So I
could
think
make it so Cal Kestis is his apprentice.
Luke's.
Yeah.
Nah, that wouldn't be cool because he would have been in the sequels. That means he's going to die.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I think the least likely is Cal. Unfortunately, the most likely is Luke, but I'm not sure. And my initial thinking is it's most likely it's Luke, but when you look into it, I say it's slightly less likely. I think
it'd be interesting if it was Ezra, because
think
like Ezra's lost in the unknown
Yeah,
regions.
but I
The
think
Force guides him back.
I think second least likely is Ezra, simply because Ahsoka was still very much looking for Ezra at the end in her episode. What was that? Two episodes ago? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, but it would defeat the purpose of the Ahsoka show,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
and also it would, as we said last week, it would defeat the purpose of Ezra's sacrifice because if he could just get back without any help.
Well, no, but
then
the Force would guide him back.
Yes, but he still needs the idea was not that he doesn't know how to get back. from where he was. It's that he
I
wouldn't
thought
have
that was the
the- it's,
implication.
no, it's that he wouldn't have the means to.
Well, he had the whales, kind of.
Yeah, but the worlds don't take you where you want to go.
Yeah, well, Ezra's connected to them, kind of.
Ish.
Yeah.
But I think the idea is he goes away and he doesn't have the means to get back. That's why they're waiting for Ahsoka and Sabine to find him. And I think if
Yeah.
it was Ezra, that would defeat the purpose. If he could just get back like that, even with the Force guiding him, if he could just get back like that, that would defeat the purpose of his sacrificing rebels. Next least likely is Mace Windu. I'd love to see him, but I think the problem is that a key part of Anakin's turn to the dark side was Mace Windu dying.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like
And so
he
to
thinks he killed him.
Yeah, but so to bring him back would be a bit like Anakin's turn wasn't quite complete. I mean, it's still that I thought I killed him, and it still has the same effect, but it just wouldn't work quite as well. So I think the second most likely is Yaddle. I think one of the advantages they have with Yaddle is that she's a clean slate. The last time we saw Yaddle was Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. They could do literally anything they want, and it's not like people who are already fans of Star Wars know tons about her. In canon, we know very little. Even in Legends, we know little about her.
Well, no one really. She's not very famous. No one actually really knows her.
Even the
Not many
dedicated
people.
Even the dedicated fans don't know that much because there's simply not that content. So I think that if they do Yaddle, that gives them huge amounts of room to do tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so cool. So have you got anything else to say about this episode of The Mandalorian?
Not really, no.
No,
It
neither
was
have
kind
I.
of a boring episode.
I don't like saying that, but it was a bit of a lackluster.
Well, I mean,
episode.
compared to the other episodes, there was a lot of action in it, but it's like,
Compared to the other ones that were so
yeah,
good.
we didn't really get anything from it apart from Din
Djarin's
Djarin's connection with Grogu.
So I think it's probably time for impression of the week.
Missy called Jar Jar Binks. Missy, your humble servant.
Great warrior! Now let's leave your wife out of this. There is no need for such impropriety among these.
So, who are we going to do this week? This is the first time in a while we've actually got here and not had an impression to do. Who should we do?
Yeah.
It's interesting. We've got to do something that's...
Let's do one of the many lines that Yaddle has.
That's an easy impression to do.
Yeah.
Do I dare do the Darth Maul? In fact, no, I'm not. I want to save the Darth Maul.
Not yet.
I want to save the Darth Maul one. My Darth Maul one is terrible but really fun. I think. Who could we do? It's surprisingly hard this week, actually, isn't it? Joe, come on, give me some ideas. Give me something here.
I think we've already done Grievous, haven't we?
Yes. Yeah,
we could just do the regular B1 battle droid.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to show that? Okay. Oh, there's you know in the Viloth episodes of the Clone Wars,
Yeah.
there's the bit where the B1 battle droid is cleaning the animal enclosures, and then Obi-Wan locks him in, and then he says, "Do you remember that bit?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do.
This is about the worst job in the droid's
Yeah.
army.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, okay. You ready?
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is about the worst job in the droid army.
You sound like Zero the Hutt.
No, stuff it. That's what we're doing. We're doing Zero the Hutt.
No.
Okay.
Zero the Hutt's kind of girlfriend in Clone Wars. You know that person.
Slice Noodles.
Yeah.
I want to do Zero. I'm doing Zero. I don't care. I'm doing Zero. Okay. Oh, what do you know? Oh, why they get me out of this place? Come on, move it, let's go. You locked me in here for no good reason. Come on. Ah.
That's actually so
That was actually
accurate.
pretty good. I was pretty proud.
We haven't done Yoda yet.
Yoda's just super easy. Dude, the whole point of this
Hmm.
is that we do impressions of obscure characters and make ourselves look stupid.
Yeah.
Where's the Oh, I said something in there. What do you know? Who says what do you know? Oh, Watto, that's it. We have to do Watto
What?
sometime.
Watto. Oh yeah.
What do you know? No, that's terrible, Watto. That's actually quite proud of. Do your Zero. I mean, you wouldn't have to put your voice any higher because you know it's already up there.
Oh, well,
Hey.
okay.
Go on.
I can't do. I can't imagine his voice in my head.
It's just really kind of really squeaky. Annoying.
Yeah.
Just picture Zero and picture the kind of voice. You know, it's like the opposite of Jabba's.
I'm so bad at all my
Go
impressions.
on,
I
you
try
can do it.
so hard, but I,
You always fail, but they're meant fun.
yeah.
Come on, the whole point of this is we make a fool of ourselves. Go on. Come on, Joe. You can. I believe in you, Joe. You can do it.
I'm thinking.
Just say
I
anything.
can't think of any lines.
Just say something that sounds vaguely Zero-ish.
I can't think of any lines, even though I've been watching Clone
Okay,
Wars, an episode of Clone Wars with Zero
Okay.
the Hutt this morning.
Just get me out of this wretched place. I think he says that at some point.
Get me.
That was actually pretty good. Do it. Go on.
No.
Go on.
I can't. That's.
Get me out of this wretched place. Move it. Come on. You know who I am. Go on, your turn. Come on, Joe. If not, I'll make you do Jabba next week.
Who?
I'll make you do Jabba the Hutt next week.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt next week.
I'll do Jabba the Hutt now.
Do Jabba the Hutt now. Go on.
Let me look at some Hutties. Wait, Jabba the Hutt.
Do not speak Huttese. Oh, come on, Joe. No.
I used to be fluent. I'm a bit wavy now.
No.
Muga Chuck.
You just have
Solo.
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 Do my Bib Fortuna. My Bib Fortuna is quite good. Najaba Nawanga. I don't know what it means.
Is that Jabba?
No, Bib Fortuna says Najaba Nawanga. I don't know what it means.
Ajimogadawaka.
Huttese I swear, Huttese is the best language.
Yeah. I think Mando speaks it.
The best character in Star Wars, Mama the Hutt.
Gardula.
No, Gardula is one of the people. Mama the Hutt's the really fat
Mama
one.
the Hutt. Oh yeah, the one in Clone Wars.
Yeah, Zero's
Yeah.
mum. She's just like enormous. She's so good. You know, in Legends there was a Hutt Jedi.
I don't even know how that works.
Well, because what do you mean? The Hutts, well, actually, if they like properly trained, they could actually be like really dangerous species. Like, imagine all of Jabba the Hutt, but imagine that as like pure muscle.
Imagine the whole of Jabba the Hutt just sits on you.
Oh God. I suddenly feel really bad for Salacious Become. Oh God. But in the reason the Hutts built their empire was because they were originally oppressed by this other species, and then they overthrew them because they were like really good warriors.
Yeah. What? I can't
Yeah.
that.
Look up Star Wars Hutt warrior.
If you just torpedo Jabba the Hutt at its enemies, I guess so.
just launch him. Imagine if you sent a missile into
How
Jabba.
much do they weigh though?
I want to know.
Jabba the Hutt.
I bet it's on Wikipedia. They actually look pretty cool. Just search Star Wars Hutt warrior. Like that.
£3,000.
Does he? £3,000.
Yeah.
That's
It's a lot of money.
Here, here's a picture of Jabba the Hutt of a Hutt warrior. I mean, that actually, they look pretty dangerous. I mean, like Hutt warriors, if they're like properly doing like battling.
Oh, I see one with armor on.
Yeah, that's the one I posted on the doc.
Yeah.
Here, I'll send. I'll send. If you scroll down, you can see there's one of the Hut Jedi.
I
Fucking
still
Leia.
don't understand how they walk around. They kind of just
They slither, don't they?
yeah.
Well, we saw in Phantom Menace.
Did we?
Yeah, because Jabba kind of slithered up
Oh
to the podium.
yeah, but he kind of like just moves.
Yeah. I've just
I thought he
posted
had like miniature legs
I've just-
underneath his.
I've just posted a Can you see the picture of the
Yeah.
Hut Jedi? I don't know how that one moves because that one's enormous.
Is that in canon? Do you think?
No, that's Legends. That's
I
Legends.
know.
How has Impression of the Week taken? Impression of the Week's taken like 8 minutes.
It's a very important part of the episode.
Very important.
Most-
important. It's the
Way.
most important part of the episode.
Most
Way.
important part episode.
What's an episode of In the Resistance HQ without a Babu Frick impression? Babu Frick will never count as our impression of the week.
The first
So much
episode,
fun.
I guess.
Yeah, but... Way.
Way!
Ah, Babu Freak. Blood go black. Black.
Way!
Hey. Oh. But Babu Frick's just like the best character ever. Do you, for our quote of the week for the Rise of Skywalker, could we just do way? That'd be so
Yeah.
much fun. Just, anyone who anyone on Instagram, Babu Frick, way! I love that dude. Oh my god, they should do a Babu Frick spin-off show. Imagine how good that would be. Imagine just an hour of Babu Frick. Just being an absolute legend. They should include Jar Jar in it as well. Babu Frick and Jar Jar.
Sir Jar Jar Binks,
The
Mr. Your
event-
humble
the-
servant.
Way! The Adventures of Babu Frick and Jar Jar Binks.
What happened to Jar Jar Binks?
After the rise of the Empire, all the senators blamed him for it because he gave Palpatine emergency powers. So he was disgraced and became a clown on Naboo for money.
Did he?
It's in the Aftermath trilogy.
I'm surprised Emperor Palpatine didn't just give him his own planet as reward.
I'm surprised Emperor Palpatine didn't kill him. Because
What, for being a fellow Sith Lord?
Jaja.
Only two there are.
We should probably move on to now. Okay, so this is now time for quote of the week. So we haven't got a we're not doing an analytical breakdown today, so we could do whatever quote we want. What can we do? I feel like we should do something from Clone Wars or Rebels or Mando or something. We could do how oh my God.
Kenobi! You know, when
Yes,
Darth
yes.
Maul's on Tatooine.
Or how about fate favors the wretched, or whatever Boba Fett said in the last. Is it whatever he said in the last episode? Fate is. I think it's fate favors the wretched.
Always on the move.
Always. Okay. There's so many good Star Wars quotes.
Do you know what we haven't done? We haven't done like, hello there.
We're not, are we going to do that for the Revenge of the Sith? We can't do that for Revenge of the Sith, though, can we?
Oh no.
Revenge of the Sith is going to be something like You Are My Brother, Anakin.
That's-
Or You Were the Chosen
That's what
One.
I had in my head. I'm
Okay,
not.
so I
That's
think for
literally
this
what I
week-
had in my head.
If we're doing that, we've got to. I've got the high ground, Anakin.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like the best quote ever.
I have the
I've-
high ground, Anakin. You underestimate my power. I remember I memorized the whole of the beginning.
You
Let
did.
Me
You've
try
done that.
and-
You've done that to me before. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You
No, I'm
underestimate
talking
my
about
power.
before they start fighting.
Oh, I know that bit. That bit's boring though.
Wait, where does it start? No, it's not.
Your
allowed
new
this-
empire.
No, I know before that. Let her go, Anakin. Let
her
her
go, Anakin.
go.
Yes.
You
have to do all of it now.
let me.
You brought him along. You
You turned her against me. You have done that to yourself. You will not take her from me. Your anger and your lust for power have already done that. You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now you become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Oh my god, you actually know
Don't
it?
lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of a Jedi.
Right.
I do not fear the dark side as you do. I brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. Your new empire? Don't make me kill you. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy! If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Is that it? That's it, isn't it? And then
I will do what I must.
we'll do what I must. And then
We'll try.
commence the most awesome duel in all of Star Wars.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
And then it ends with I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Jump. Whoop, off goes the leg. Whoop, off
I
goes
hate
the
you.
arm. I hate you.
You're
You
my
are
brother,
Anakin. You always
I loved you.
destroy the Sith, not your something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Okay, I stayed up till like 12:30 last night watching the
Damn, that's kind of late, Patrick.
Isn't it? For me, that's like I'm a rebel. Hey, that's like I stayed up till 12:30 to watch the Marvel thing at the Disney Investors Call, and I didn't even get around to watching it because it was so late. Like, in all honesty, I don't care about Disney The Little Mermaid. I care about Captain Marvel 2 and Thor Love and Thunder and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Like, stop giving me all that other
I
stuff.
don't really like Captain Marvel, to be honest.
I actually, a lot of people hated that movie, but I actually really liked
Take
it.
the actor away, I guess it's kind of okay. Oh, that rhymes.
Brie Larson's not a bad actor. Like,
No, but I mean, like,
in terms of being an actor, she's not
person
bad.
she
She's just
is.
annoying.
Yeah.
Isn't there something that like they didn't add her to the Avengers group chat or something? they have an Avengers group chat, and they were talking about it in an interview, and Brie Larson told me, I was like, wait, what? And then, they had that. But I like the actual movie. The actual movie is not bad. And
I think Tom Holland's in that group chat.
Tom Holland's the best. I want to see what Tom Holland's like in a group chat. I am looking forward to they've got this new Iron Man thing. What is it? Iron
Woman, you know, his wife.
That's Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Iron Heart.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
Reinhardt.
It looks I'm not entirely sure what it is. I missed it, but it looks like it could be pretty good. It seems like Iron in the movies, Ironheart made sort of Iron Man suit, but it was super like advanced.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it'll be interesting. Okay, so I'm sure many of you now know, yesterday at the Walt Disney Company Investors Day event, a whole slew of new Star Wars content was announced, and we'll basically be going over everything that was announced yesterday and giving our thoughts on it. So all that will be in our main section today.
You will be a Jedi, I promise.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
Show me again the power of the darkness.
The shroud of the dark side has fallen. Begun the clone man.
I am your father.
And I am the Jedi.
It's time to let old things die.
You are the chosen one! You were sent to do the smallest and not join them!
So, oh my god. Wow.
That's the only word that really fits it.
That I think that's all I can say. I'm going to be sitting here for the next 15 minutes just saying, oh my god. Because I genuinely, I cannot put into words how exciting yesterday was. I mean, it was literally, dude, like, It's heavy.
The bad thing is that all these things are coming out like 2021, 2022, 2023.
Well, they said 10 shows over the next 10 years, so I imagined it'll be scattered over the next 10 years. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm so happy right now. I mean, well, I feel like I should be talking because it's a podcast, but I don't quite know what to talk about because I can't. It was amazing. I think is the best way.
To go over show by show by show by show by show by show that has been announced.
Yeah. So we've got on the StarWars.com. There's a list of all of them, and I think if we didn't have that, I wouldn't know which one to start with because my brain is like exploding. But I think first we should probably talk about what does this mean? And I think for me, this means that. So after the Rise of Skywalker, there was the potential that they were going to say, right, we finished the saga, that's it. We might do 1 or 2 spin-off films further down the line, but that's it. Or maybe they were going to finish Mando, and that's it. And the future of Star Wars was until yesterday, the future of Star Wars was very uncertain. We didn't entirely know what was going to happen. And, so until I saw that yesterday, I was more excited for the future of something like Marvel than for Star Wars, because we knew what was going to happen with Marvel. We've got all those movies and TV shows lined up. We knew that. Whereas with Star Wars, we didn't know how many TV shows we'd be getting. We didn't know what movies we'd be getting. If we were getting movies, we didn't know what kind they'd be. If we were getting TV shows, we didn't know, if we were getting too many or too little. If we weren't getting enough of the old characters, or if we were getting too many shows with the new characters. We didn't know if we were staying in the same era or going to a different one or mixing. We didn't know anything. Nothing was sure. Whereas now, we know what's happening, and it's awesome. It's absolutely nuts. I mean, today is probably one of the best days ever to be a Star Wars fan. Because there's just so much coming.
Definitely.
I can't tell if you're lost for words more than I am, or you're just letting me talk myself into an oblivion. But
I just don't know what to say.
It's hard. It's hard to
say.
describe because it's just. It's amazing, and I didn't
think they were going to do this much.
I wasn't
with
expecting
Star
it.
Wars.
Yeah, something like the MCU. At the moment,
Me neither.
Disney's big thing is the MCU. That's their big money-making saga. They've got tons of shows and movies coming. That's their big saga. Before today, what I was concerned about is that they were going to keep Star Wars slightly in the back seat. Do stuff with it, but it wouldn't be their main thing. After yesterday, it seems very much like they're bringing Star Wars up to the same level as Marvel. They're trying to make Star Wars as big and awesome and have as much stuff as they do with Marvel, which is brilliant.
Yeah, because I remember sometime last year they announced so many shows on the Instagram.
For Marvel, yeah, I think. I'm slightly concerned. I don't want Star Wars.
Marvel, yeah, but now they've done that with Star Wars.
I don't want Star Wars to come over commercialized, and I don't think it will, because they've got the right people at the helm to make sure it goes the right way. But I'm so happy that Disney are trying to bring up as one of their big franchises in conjunction with Marvel, because it means that we're going to get so much more stuff. I think a lot of Star Wars is now moving into TV shows, and I think movies are going to be like the big block. But I don't think it's going to be like with Marvel, where their main thing is movies and they have TV shows. I think Star Wars is still going to be a lot of TV shows, and they're going to do a few spin-offs, and then I think what they're going to do for the moment is the next kind of 10, 15, 20 years, it will be standalone movies and standalone trilogies. So I think, obviously, we had we'll go into this later, but we had Rogue Squadron, which was announced as 2023. I think that's going to be a standalone. it was rumored a while ago that Kevin Feige was going to be doing a movie. I think that'll be a standalone. We've got the Ryan Johnson trilogy. I think that'll be a standalone trilogy. And then maybe 15, 20 years down the line, they're going to start a new saga. Like what they had with the Skywalker saga. Maybe they'll start it.
But they're doing loads of stuff like separate from.
Yeah.
They're doing loads of stuff separate from the main story.
Yeah. So there was this a good thing I saw. So at the moment, Star Wars is. It's like, it's very vertical. You know, it's long, but it's not wide. What we've got quite a long stretch of time, but it's not expand. It's not that wide. I think that what they're trying to do at the moment is make the era of Star Wars that we've got, the Skywalker saga era, wider. I think that's what they're doing. And then once they've kind of filled that out, they're then going to move on and kick it off with a new trilogy of a new saga of a new era. Personally, I'm hoping for Old Republic, and they're going to make that long and then wide again. I think that's what's going to happen. So, you know, it could be like 40 or 50 years until we see events taking place after the Rise of Skywalker, which I'd obviously like to see that sooner, but
I don't think it's going to be that long.
I could be completely mistaken.
I had in mind that Rogue Squadron was going to be beyond it.
I'm not sure, because there's a book of Rogue Squadron that's I'm not sure when it's set, but it's in the Skywalker saga era. So, but I think we will be moving back in time. I'm now thinking that Ryan Johnson's trilogy will be High Republic, which is going to be cool. And I think they're then going to do Old Republic as their next saga. I think that's what's going to happen. But I could be completely wrong. I don't know. So I think we should probably start with the first and probably the biggest thing.
They should do like a Sith TV show.
They should. That's what I'm really hoping Acolyte will be. I'm hoping Acolyte will feature that. Because in Aftermath, the Acolytes of Darkness,
kind of how the Sith regains power,
or the development of the new Sith Order, something like that. Because in the Aftermath novels, you have where is it? The Acolytes of Darkness, or something. Which who are like a Sith cult. I think it's the Acolytes of Darkness. But so
they could do something on one of their many home planets, like Malachor.
Yes, the Acolytes of Darkness, I think. So they were. Oh no! So the Acolytes of the Beyond. No. Yes, the Acolytes of the Beyond, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's one of them. Basically, anything in Star Wars that's called an acolyte, they're all dark side lot. So I think Acolytes will be towards dark side, which I think is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
But the major thing from this is that in Christmas 2023, we are getting the standalone Star Wars film directed by Patty Jenkins, director of the Wonder Woman franchise, Rogue Squadron.
Patty Jenkins.
Do not make the Patty joke, I will kill you. I hate it when you call me Patty, it's so annoying.
I was just about to.
Don't, I will kill you. So yeah, we've got... This looks like it's going to be cool. So the all we know so far is, so this story will introduce...
Until now, I had...
So what were you going to say? It's fine, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so until now, I did anything like that was going to come out.
Yes, because it's so the description is the story will introduce a new generation of starfighter pilots as they earn their wings and risk their lives in a boundary-pushing high-speed thrill ride and move the saga into a future era of the galaxy. The bit I'm interested in there is it says move the saga into the future era of the galaxy. What does that mean? Does it mean future era for Star Wars and our universe?
That's what I was talking about before. I think it's after... It's like after the Skywalker saga, like after Rise of Skywalker.
I don't think they go there this quickly. I'm honestly not sure, because the Rogue Squadron book is set in the present timeline. So the Rogue.
Well, is it based
here.
of it?
So the book is about Rogue Squadron, also referred to as Rogue Group, was a Rebel Alliance starfighter squadron founded by Luke Skywalker during the Galactic Civil War. They were named for Rogue One, the team of rebels led by Jyn Erso, who sacrificed himself to steal the Death Star plans during the Battle of Scarif. The squadron was officially formed during the Galactic Empire's attack on Mako Tar space docks and fought a number of engagements, including the Battle of Hoth. So, yeah.
Is it going to be based off that though?
I don't know. Part of me is like, yeah, because it shares the same name. But part of me is like, no, because that story's already been told.
Yeah.
But part of me is like, well, it'll just be a continuation of that story. But people have been calling for Rogue. Apparently, people have been calling for Rogue Squadron film for quite a while. So
maybe it will be based off it.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what that whole future era of the galaxy is about. I think it just means future era as in future era in our world, galaxy in their world. So a future era as in like it'll be kickstarting it would be kickstarting the post Skywalker saga block of movies.
Yeah.
So the future era of Skywalker saga is ending. This is kicking off the future era of movies after the release of the last Skywalker saga film. As in after in our timeline, not in theirs.
Mm-hmm. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's a whole load of after in our galaxy and their galaxy. And it's just so yeah. That looks like it'll be really cool, and I think Patty Jenkins looks like someone who's going to do a really good job with that.
Yeah, she really does.
The Wonder Woman franchise is supposed to be very good, and also her dad was a fighter pilot.
Yeah, so then
so she's got kind of, I want to say, experience with this whole thing. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
We also got announced the Untitled Taika Waititi film. So a brand new Star Wars feature with acclaimed filmmaker and Academy Award winner Taika Waititi is in development. Taika's approach to Star Wars will be fresh, unexpected, and unique, said Kennedy. His enormous talent and sense of humour will ensure that audiences are in for an unforgettable ride. I love Taika Waititi.
Sounds a bit like Rogue One.
I love Thor Ragnarok. Thor Love and Thunder looks like it's going to be awesome. So if they can bring that in, I think that will be so cool. Unfortunately, we haven't got any more details yet, but I'm looking forward to getting more stuff. One of the interesting things I saw was, well, not I saw, but if you look at the, when Kathy Kennedy was talking about it on the call, she put up this thing behind her, and Star Wars within this kind of like animated. The logo was animated in like this kind of, it looked like rocks, which is, so I'm interested to see if this will be an animated movie. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'd feel about a Star Wars animated movie. But it could be cool. But I think whatever Taika Waititi does, it'll be awesome. Because Taika Waititi's a legend. Now, next we have. You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
I think I do.
So.
Wait, let's say it on 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we have the same thing in mind.
So, are we going to say the title of the show or the return of this person? The person who's returning.
Return of the person.
Okay, so name of the person who's returning on 3, 2.
I feel like it's going to be different. Kenobi.
Hayden Christensen.
But it's the same show. It's the same show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same show.
We've got a few more details about Obi-Wan Kenobi, including the return of Anakin Skywalker himself, Hayden Christensen, as Darth Vader. Kathleen Kennedy herself confirmed that he will be playing Darth Vader in this show. It's taking place 10 years after the Adventures of Revenge of the Sith. It's going to be awesome.
I think it will be like...
It's going to be awesome. I'm so stoked.
Kenobi will be having like nightmares, and Darth Vader will be there, and he'll take off his helmet, and it'll just be Anakin. And
yes, I think it'll be so. However, one thing that really interested me is, so it says, Kathleen Kennedy herself said, this will be the rematch of the century. This will be the rematch of the century.
So,
what does that mean?
So,
is Obi-Wan Kenobi going to fight Darth Vader for a second time?
It does say the rematch.
Yes. And also, there were certain things in A New Hope. There were certain lines that they could ambiguously configure to say that they'd had another fight, that they had 3 fights.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a Darth Vader, like a full power Darth Vader, well, not full power Darth Vader in the Darth Vader suit, fight Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Well, I think that'd be very interesting because we never really got that in the A New Hope.
I mean, obviously, this wouldn't be full power. Full power Darth Vader was Darth Vader when he fought Obi-Wan Kenobi. Full power Obi-Wan Kenobi was Obi-Wan Kenobi when he fought Darth Vader.
Yeah.
In Revenge of the Sith. That was them at their full power. So this would be slightly below their full power, but it would still be awesome, I think.
Yeah.
It would still be sick as hell.
But who do you think is more powerful, Anakin or Darth Vader?
So, Anakin's more powerful. Anakin Skywalker is more powerful than Darth Vader in the suit. Darth Vader not in his suit is more powerful than Anakin Skywalker.
I think that is just because he is really determined.
But
I mean,
also,
his
at
hatred.
that point, the dark side is more powerful than the light side. That's a fact. And when he when he turns to the dark side initially, he has reached his full potential. He has his maximum amount of power, and then he gets encased in the suit, and he's a bit screwed. But I think until that bit, he'll be slightly less powered now. But you saw him in Rogue One. He's still super powerful.
Yeah.
He's going to be awesome. Next, probably my second most, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. Did they just go there? Did they seriously just go there? Oh my god. Was Star Wars TV show Ahsoka.
Yes.
After making a long-awaited live-action debut in The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano's story, written by Dave Filoni, will continue in a limited series starring Rosario Dawson and executive produced by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau.
I wasn't really that surprised because in my head they were always doing that. I don't know why.
This show's long been rumored, and it's been thought. Obviously after she appeared in Mando, the rumors went up slightly. But I thought it would be a Rebel sequel, not Ahsoka. I'm super stoked they're getting Ahsoka. But I think the Ahsoka show will transform into a sort of Rebel sequel.
It's brilliant for me because I just want to see Ezra.
I so want to see live action. If we get Raul Coley as live action Ezra, I will cry.
Yeah.
I love that dude so much. But even if it is not him, that'll be so cool. So Ahsoka is going to be awesome. And have you seen the logo for Ahsoka?
No. Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's like Fallen Order, that kind of style, isn't it?
It is.
It's really cool. I really like that. Next we have an unexpected one, Rangers of the New Republic. Set within the timeline of The Mandalorian, this new live-action series from executive producers Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will intersect with future stories and culminate into a climactic story event.
It would be cool if they showed the Battle of Jakku.
Well, we saw that in Aftermath and in Battlefront 2, so I doubt that would happen.
Aftermath?
The Aftermath trilogy. You need to read that, dude. It's so good.
I haven't read it. But in live action, it'd be cool to see.
But I think it might have flashbacks to that point.
Yeah.
But it says, will intersect with future stories and culminate in a climactic story event. So what I think this is going to be, is it's going to be the link between the movie story timeline and stuff like Mando and to the New Republic, like the New Republic officials and bounty hunters and Jedi. I think this is going to be like we thought Mando would be the tree. I think Rangers of the New Republic is going to be the tree. I think Rangers of the New Republic is where everything is.
The tree.
So you know how they have a tree and you have like a main branch.
Oh,
and then everything spins off. I think Rangers of the New Republic will be that connecting chunk.
Well, Mandalorian for sure is like a key part of it.
Yes, but I think Rangers of the New Republic will connect things in a really cool way.
So what has Mando done? Kind of like maybe Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, Boba Fett.
Yeah, so Mando set things up, but it's not going to connect it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those characters are in it for just one episode. I think Rangers of the New Republic will connect a lot of things together.
Yeah.
I don't think it will have like Ahsoka in it, but I think it could have someone like Luke in it briefly, or I think there's a good chance we could see Leia in this, which is really, really cool.
But Jedi Leia.
Yeah, or Senator Leia. I think that this is where we see that.
No, because wasn't her name kind of ruined after they found out that?
That wasn't until like 20 years after when she ran for Supreme Chancellor.
Yeah.
So the next one, another slight surprise. We talked about the rumor of this before, but still, Lando, everyone's favorite scoundrel, Lando Calrissian, will return in a brand new series for Disney Plus. Justin Simien, creator of the critically acclaimed Dear White People, and a huge Star Wars fan, is developing the story. We're getting the Calrissian Chronicles, baby.
That
Woo!
is debatable.
Woo!
You said Lando is a #1 scoundrel.
It said everyone's favorite scoundrel.
Everyone's favourite scoundrel.
Yeah.
What about Hondo?
Hondo's not really a scoundrel. He's more of a legend.
Same thing.
Also, more people know Lando than Hondo.
Yeah.
But so this will be cool. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah. So this will.
When's it going to be set though?
I think it will be. Young Lando.
Young Lando, yeah. So kind of Solo.
Pardon?
Solo time.
Yes, I think this will become like a development from Solo. I think we may see some of the Solo characters in this.
On another show that I would like to, or movie, I don't really mind. What I would like to see is, who's Solo's girlfriend in the movie?
Kira. I think what's
and her connection to Maul.
What's going to happen with a lot of these shows is going to start as individual character things and end up becoming like TV sequels for movies and stuff. I think that's a lot of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
In a good way, though. Because it was heavily, at the end of Rise of Skywalker, it was heavily hinted that Lando was Jannah's dad. You remember who Jannah was?
No.
The lady on the horses. The ex-stormtrooper. Naomi Aki's character.
Oh.
Her? Remember?
Yeah, because she had a connection with him.
Heavily hinted at the end that Lando was her father.
Yeah.
But it wasn't confirmed. So I think this could be where we see that. If he actually is her father. Which would be pretty cool. I'd like it to be that father, because that would connect to a lot more to the actual saga.
There's just another I am your father.
No. We wouldn't see him saying that he is her father.
Yeah.
We'd see her as a young girl, her mum, whatever. Next, we have, this is one we can be confirmed for a while. This is Andor, a tense, nail-biting thriller created by Tony Gilroy. Is set to arrive on Disney Plus in 2022. Diego Luna, reprising the role of rebel spy Cassian Andor from Rogue One, will be joined by a fantastic new cast that includes Stellan Skarsgård, Adria Arjoni, Fiona Shaw, Denise Carsola, and Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. Production kicked off 3 weeks ago in London.
Ooh.
So this is one, I remember you said before the show, nobody asked for, but it's going to be cool, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't one that people were like, oh my god, we have to have an Andor, but I think it's still going to be really cool.
Also, it'd be like heavily orientated over the development of the early rebellion.
I think Disney seem to be very much working on. They're not so concerned with widening the trilogies, so the exact movie timelines of each trilogy, but the spaces in between.
Yes.
So the space in between the PT and the OT, and the space in between the OT and the ST. Those seem to be their two main focuses.
Kind of contradicting what you said earlier a bit.
What did I say earlier?
About them not expanding the line, but widening it.
Yeah, well, they're widening the bits that haven't already been widened.
Yeah, but it's like they're also expanding it.
The movie bit, the bits where the movies are already pretty wide.
Yeah.
And I think bits of these TV shows will play into the movie era, widening them slightly.
Yeah, like they're kind of filling in gaps.
Yes. Next, in fact, I'll skip straight to the one that we already knew about and then go back to the one before. So we got the official trailer for Star Wars The Bad Batch. The series follows the elite and experimental clones of The Bad Batch, first introduced in the Clone Wars, as they find their way in a rapidly changing galaxy in the immediate aftermath of the Clone War. Members of the Bad Batch, a unique squad of clones who vary genetically from their brothers in the clone army, each possess a singular exceptional skill which makes them extraordinarily effective soldiers and a formidable crew. In the post-Clone Wars era, they will take on daring mercenary missions as they struggle to stay afloat and find new purpose. The animated series will arrive exclusively on Disney+. I'm so excited for this.
Yes,
This
definitely.
looks so sick. I mean,
Oh, also with Fennec in it.
yes, it's got Fennec Shand in it. That's going to be awesome. I do hope Ming-Na Wen voices her because she's awesome.
Mm.
I'm so looking forward to this. It's got the same animation style as Clone Wars as well. But I think from the sizzle reel trailer thing, it looked like a lot of the time they're being hunted by clones, which is going to be awesome to see. And did you see the clones seem to have like green eyes? So that must be
No.
so it looked like a lot of them had like greenish eyes and grayish armor. So they look like they're going to be some sort of new the initial design for the Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
It seems like there seem to be a lot of the Bad Batch fighting clones, which is going to be awesome. I'm super pumped for this series. So it should. I think it's 2021, but I could be wrong about that.
So they kind of take the side of the Empire.
Who?
Bad Batch.
No, the Bad Batch don't.
They don't, but
They
then
don't.
okay.
Yeah.
They do their own separate thing.
Yes. So it says they will take on daring mercenary missions as they struggle to stay afloat and find new purpose. So they obviously didn't follow Order 66.
Well, they probably didn't have the
inhibitor
ships. Yeah.
So that will be awesome. I think this is.
They're kind of like really.
I think a lot of their other series will be like short, like Mando, like 8 episodes a series, only a couple of series. This is going to be. I think this is going to be like 20 episodes a series and a lot longer.
Really?
I'm not. I think this will be their new, slightly longer show. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But they haven't got any other shows that are like properly lengthy shows. So I think this could be that.
Well, you said the tree. What was that show that's going to be the tree?
Rangers of the New Republic.
That could be long.
That could be long as well. What could also be long, especially as it's in a completely new era of Star Wars, which is absolutely awesome, is Leslie Headland's Acolyte. The Acolyte. So Leslie Headland, Emmy Award nominated creator of the mind-bending series Russian Doll, brings a new Star Wars series to Disney Plus with The Acolyte. The Acolyte is a mysterious thriller that will take audiences into the galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. The Sith show.
So this is the first bit of popular Star Wars content, visual content that we will ever get that's not in the Skywalker Saga era, which can be awesome. Especially as it's in the fall of the High Republic. So from that, it sounds like there's going to be some big event that cuts off the end of the High Republic era.
So when's the High Republic again?
400 years before events of the Phantom Menace.
So Yoda is alive.
Yoda's alive. Well, because the High Republic books, some of them feature Yoda. And Yoda would be like 500 then.
So like only 500 years old.
Only 500. But so this is going to be awesome. I think we know that there's a female main character, but we don't know anything else. But we're talking about shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers, so that's going to be awesome. And also, as we talked about, the Acolytes of the Beyond or the Acolytes of Darkness, all kind of like evil dudes.
Yeah. So is the rule of 2 in place at this time?
Yes, the rule of 2 in place has been.
Do they know that the Sith are alive?
No.
So it could be like them gathering power.
The Jedi think that the Sith were destroyed at the end of the Old Republic era. So the Old Republic era ended when the Jedi thought the Sith had been destroyed. What actually happened was most of them were destroyed and Darth Bane created the Rule of 2. The Jedi do not know of the existence of the Sith at all until the Phantom Menace.
But they know of the Rule of 2.
Pardon? No, they don't.
They do. Yoda does.
Well, yeah, that's why that one line there is puzzling.
Is it what?
That's why Yoda's line about the Rule of 2 is puzzling, because they didn't know that the Sith existed.
Oh, puzzling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they somehow know about the Rule of 2 then.
Yeah.
Because in the Phantom Menace, they're also like always two. Is he the master or the apprentice?
So that I'm guessing that's what Acolyte might answer that.
Yes.
Or maybe they discover the Rule of 2 and think they killed him again, but they don't. Something like that.
Yeah.
The next, what is it? So the next 2 are interesting ones. So our first one is Visions, presenting an all-new creative takes on the galaxy far, far away. Star Wars Visions will be a series of animated short films celebrating Star Wars through the lens of the world's best anime creators. The anthology collection will bring 10 fantastic visions from several of the leading Japanese anime studios, offering a fresh and diverse cultural perspective to Star Wars. So I think this is a really good example of Star Wars now adapting to new obsessions.
Is Kishimoto one of them?
Because, pardon? I have no
The
idea.
Japanese writers.
We don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
But this looks like it could be really cool. I'm not into anime. I hope to be sometime soon, but this looks really cool. So I'm looking forward to it. Well, one of the things I hope, because I think the anime style will very much suit the Force. So I'm hoping we could get something like like stuff about the wills and stuff more into the depths of the Force in this. Especially the name as well. That sounds very kind of Forcey creativity, stuff like that.
Visions.
Yes.
Yes.
And our last thing that was announced was a droid story. As Lucasfilm continues to develop new stories, the intersection of animation and visual effects offers new opportunities to explore. Lucasfilm Animation will be teaming up with Lucasfilm visual effects team Industrial Lights and Magic to develop a special Star Wars adventure for Disney+, a droid story. This epic journey will introduce us to a new hero, guided by the legendary duo R2-D2 and C-3PO. So my initial guess is that this will take place after, what's it called? Return
Friends
of
of
the
the
Jedi.
Sith?
I was going to say Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Because after Revenge of the Sith, R2 and C-3PO weren't that much of a duo because they both had their memory wiped.
No, R2-D2 didn't.
No, 3PO did.
Yeah.
So I think usually when they do TV shows, there'll be one that's slightly more aimed towards kids. Resistance was slightly more aimed towards kids. Rebels was slightly more aimed towards kids. Not all of it, but it was just slightly more aimed towards kids. And I think that's going to be a droid story will be their slightly more aimed kids one.
Yeah.
I think I'm still going to watch it because I think it'll be really cool.
In my head, I just have the Lego droid tail
droid tails, yeah. So basically, that's all of the new Star Wars content coming up. It's awesome. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Ahsoka and Kenobi.
I'd say Ahsoka, Kenobi, and Acolyte.
Yeah, Acolyte as well.
I'm obviously super pumped for Rogue Squadron. But I think I'll get even more pumped when it comes close to the time. But that's so long to wait.
When's Ahsoka coming out? Is that recent?
No, that's not until like 2024, I think.
Ooh.
A while. But 2023 is so long to wait. Like originally when people said there's a new trilogy coming out, I thought, I hope they don't start that till like a while down the line, because I don't want them to start the next saga straight away. But now I know that they're not. This won't be the next saga. They'll just be doing a series of standalones. I really want them to start it now. It's going to be so long.
So what shows are coming out? Not too long away.
Andor. That's 2022.
That's probably one of the ones I'm least excited for.
I'm pretty excited for it. I think it'll be a change of pace, very much so. Kenobi is coming out next year, I think. Or season one's coming out next year.
That's good, yeah.
Bad Batch season one's coming out next year.
Good.
And I think that's it. So
probably not going to see Ezra until 2024.
I think 2022, 2023, 2024 is going to be like the golden era. Well, like season 4 of Mando, season 2 of Bad Batch, Kenobi, start of Cassian Andor, maybe start of Ahsoka or
the High Republic
Lando.
for Star Wars.
I think 2022, 2023, 2024 is going to be like the golden era. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But I think we should probably call a halt to the festivities there. You got anything left to say?
Didn't have a Magnum this time.
I'm so proud of you. It's revolutionary.
It really is. It really is.
I guess we'll see you guys next week. We'll be doing Attack of the Clones Analytical Breakdown and
Mandalorian.
The final episode of the Mandalorian. Yeah, so that would be a big one. So may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.